What is up, guys? My name is Jake, and boy, it was a long day today, but you know what? It's time to just kick back, relax, and talk about some credit cards, because you know what? We all just love to talk about credit cards, all right? So you know what? Let me just go ahead and tell you my 5 favorite credit cards from 2023. And yes, the first card that I'm talking about today is the good old Venture X. That's right, guys. Venture X, man. You can't go wrong with the Venture X. You know, the Venture X, it really is like the kind of guy that would, you know, like always be there for you if you had to, you know, call up a friend if you're in trouble or something. I feel like the Venture X will never let you down, you know, especially since you're going to be having that plus $5 effective annual fee. You don't really got to work for that too hard, you know. It's a card that, you know, the working man can travel with. You know, you don't need to come up with a bunch of credits. You don't need to come up with a bunch of spending. This card will get the job done for not that much, okay? You only have to spend $300 on that travel credit. And if you spend $300 on flights or hotels or rental cars for some reason, then you're set, bro. Like, this is a good card, okay? It's an excellent working man's card, you know what I mean? It's a good card for that reason. And it gets you all the benefits that you want from a luxurious card, right? You can get into priority pass lounges. I think that's very exciting. And there's also a bunch of other benefits like 10x back on hotels, 5x back on flights. And guys, one of the most important reasons why I still keep this card around, because I did think about canceling it a few times, is the 2x back on everything. Okay? You can't beat 2x back on a Visa card, okay? Especially on everything, right? 2x back on everything. This is a Visa Infinite card, guys. That means Visa Infinite is the highest tier Visa card, okay? So that means you get a bunch of little benefits that comes with Visa. It's a little too nitty-gritty to get into in this video, you know, like purchase protections and stuff like that. They're good stuff, okay? They're really good stuff. And that means you get no foreign transaction fees too. So you can bring this card wherever you want, you know, get 2x back around the world. You don't have to worry. And then you can go visit some lounges, and there's Capital One lounges, you know, those are showing up everywhere. I think it's a good card. I think that's about it for the Venture X, yeah. It's a good card. Moving on here, I got another card. It's not so much of a working man's card, but let me tell you, it's a little bit of a big baller kind of card. And it's not the Amex Platinum, okay? I'm saving that one for a little bit later. It's the gold, guys, okay? Here we go. AMX Gold. You know, this is the kind of card that if you really want to throw down on a table and impress someone, you can, okay? I mean, you're gonna be getting 4x back on dining and 4x back at grocery stores, which is pretty high, okay? That's pretty industry leading, okay? It's a good card for that reason. It does have a $250 annual fee, which I know if you don't want to go for annual fee cards, I mean, I got some more cards for you. Don't worry about that. But, you know, $250 annual fee, it seems like a lot, but as all of you guys know, my audience knows, okay, you know, welcome new guys if you're not a regular audience member, but let me tell you, it's going to be all right. The $250 annual fees, it's not a big deal because you get Uber credits and you get dining credits, okay? You get $10 a month dining, $10 a month Uber, and if you use those credits regularly, you're going to reduce your effective annual fee way down. I mean, you can get as low as $10. And when I say dining, it's not just everything. I wish it was. Okay, I really do. I wish it was. But it's like some select partners like, you know, Grubhub, Shake Shack, Milk Bar, some other stuff that we don't care about as much. And Goldbelly, whatever that is. But yeah, the Grubhub one and the Shake Shack one is what I like to use. I think that's pretty convenient. It is annoying though, because honestly, I wish these credits rolled over month to month. You can't stack them, guys. I'm sure you know that already, but you know, I wish you could, okay? I wish I didn't have to spend $10 every month on each of these credits, but that's just the way that the credit card market's going. So I guess, yeah, that's about it. You don't get lounge access with this card, you know. It's mostly a food card. It gets membership rewards points too, which are very, very valuable. If you want to use transfer partners, you can get some really good cents per point values, okay? Now, I'm actually planning on doing a lay flat business class to Eastern Europe, okay? I'm going to do that sometime in February. It's going to be really cold, but you know what? I'm going to do that because I got the 90K bonus on this card. That's a lot of points. That's actually a lot of points, okay? It's a lot of points in the credit card game. 90,000 membership rewards points is pretty good, and that was the targeted offer. So do I want to get into it? I'll get into it. Okay, so there's a couple types. But that's pretty much it with the AMX Gold. And let's just talk about some no annual fee cards, because you know what? For you no annual fee cashback guys, you know, there's no shame in the game. I honestly didn't want to pay for an annual fee card for a while. And you know what card I stuck with for quite some time? It's the good old Freedom Unlimited. I love this card. This is such a good card. Honestly, the Freedom Unlimited's never let me down. This card has always been in my wallet because you know what? I don't have to think about it, okay? I'll whip this card out and it's your classic. It's a Honda Civic, okay? It's the old reliable, you know what I mean? You can use this card for anything. You don't have to worry about it. Although, you do got to worry about one thing, and that's foreign transaction fees. I got a little carried away with my Freedom Unlimited one time, and I thought I was the big baller that I was, and I kind of forgot that this card had foreign transaction fees. So I ended up racking up like a couple bucks of foreign transaction fees. I think it's 3%. Not a big deal. But other than that, if you're using this card in the US, it's a good card because you're going to get 1.5% back on everything. And you know what? It's better than a debit card for you guys who are considering getting into the credit card game. If you want to get some sort of percentage back, you might as well just sign up for a card that's no frills, okay? That's why I really like the Freedom Unlimited. It's definitely one of my favorite cards. It also has the ability to transfer to one of the other big baller cards like the Sapphire Reserve and the Sapphire Preferred. But you know what? I'm not going to talk about those cards in this video because they're kind of like all together in the Chase ecosystem. So let me just say this is like the Chase ecosystem as the card, but I had to talk about the Freedom Unlimited because that's my favorite one of the Chase cards. And what I mean by that is you're going to be able to transfer points over. So with that card that I just had in my hand, you're going to be able to take that card, all the points that you earn on 1.5% back, and transfer them over to the Sapphire Preferred or the Sapphire Reserve. And hear me out, okay? This is where you get a boost. This is where your points go from 1 cent per point to 1.25 or even 1.5 cents per point if you redeem in the portal, right? You guys know this already. You got to redeem in the portal if you want to get these values. It's good. It's decent. It's all right. But you already know what's coming, guys. Transfer partners. Yes, Chase has some excellent transfer partners. If you want to get over 2 cents per point, Hyatt, okay? Hyatt is an excellent transfer partner of Chase, and I think the Freedom Unlimited is such a great way to start out in the ecosystem. Plus, you get the 20,000 Ultimate Rewards points as the sign-up bonus, and you don't have to spend that much. It's a solid card. I would recommend. Moving on to one of the weirder cards here that I didn't really know about until a couple of years ago. Actually, no, it was like this year. Is the Built MasterCard, guys. Take a look at this card. Who knows what this card is? Well, if you're not familiar, I don't know how familiar you are. Probably, if you're a new guy, you know what's up. But no, this card pays your rent, okay? It sounds a little weird, right? I mean, who would go for a card that pays your rent? There's probably the fees and everything. Well, there's no fees, okay? I'm sure you know this already if you're an audience member. How's it going, guys? Just be patient real quick. I got to tell the new ones. Yeah, guys, so this card will basically hook up to your direct deposit, or not your direct deposit. It'll hook up to your landlord's portal, and then you can just give like the routing number and accounting number, and this card will pay your rent, and then you just pay the card, and you get 1x back on everything, and there's no fees. So my rent is kind of high, guys. I mean, I'm in New York. It's pretty freaking expensive. It's $2,500, okay? $2,500 a month is definitely a lot, okay? And I'm getting 1x back on that. So I get 2,500 points every month for doing something that I'm not really going to be getting points on anyway. I would have just written a check, you know? And guess what, guys? They'll write a check for you. I did that in my old Chicago apartment. Oh, that was such a good time, man. But let me tell you guys, okay, this card is definitely something special because it has a ton of good transfer partners too. So, I mean, like I said, you could be able to like hook this card up and it'll write checks for you. You're going to be getting rewards. You can go ahead and save up those rewards and transfer them out to excellent transfer partners. There's Hyatt, Turkish Airlines if you want to book United flights. There's a whole like Star Alliance sweet spot there. And what else? I can't think off the top of my head. But there's American Airlines. You know, having 2 domestic airlines is something that I really like about the Built MasterCard. And compared to the Capital and Venture X with no domestic airline transfer partners, I definitely think the Built MasterCard is solid. I don't have to cover anything up. There's no numbers on there. Take a look. There it is, Built MasterCard. The one thing that's kind of annoying is that you're going to have to use this card 5 times a month to get any of the rewards. So, I mean, you know, they definitely thought about it. You know, if you just hook this card up to your rent, let it just pay for your rent and then have it just auto pay. It's not that easy, okay? They want you to use the card because how else is the company going to make money? Okay, they got to make money somehow. And so, yes, guys, you have to spend 5 transaction minimum. Yes, you guys probably know that already. 5 transactions is not that bad for me. I kind of do the lazy way. I just go to Amazon and I charge the card 4 times in a row for $1 gift cards. I mean, it works, right? I mean, you could probably just take this card downstairs to the bodega, you know, buy yourself a bacon, egg, and cheese. How you doing? A couple times a week. Yeah, there you go. It's not that bad. Or, you know, go get a coffee with it. I know some other people, you know, they like to bring it for coffee or something. That's just, it's just a workaround you got to do. I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's still worth it. Now I got another card here for you, and it's going to be a little weird, okay? Because I didn't know that I was going to get this card when I started the year out, but somehow I ended up with a Chase Ink Unlimited, okay? What the heck did I do to get this card? Well, guys, I started a YouTube channel, and technically, I am about to get my first $100 paycheck. I'm so excited. Something's happening out of this, but let me tell you guys, okay? You can do basically very minimal business activity and go ahead and sign up for a credit card that has a business credit card, right? I mean, personally, I see a lot of people trying to push these business credit cards out and say, you don't really need to have a business. Yeah, you don't need to. It's in the fine print. I mean, they might ask you for some business papers, I think, so maybe documentation about what you're doing with the business. Sure, you can provide that if you can. You can do it if you're like flipping things on eBay or maybe like buying couches. Like I got this couch for free out there on Facebook Marketplace. It's free, $0. I might sell it someday, but that's kind of a side hustle I could consider a business. So yeah, you could just sign up as a sole proprietor for this card, and I think it's an excellent card because, guys, you're going to be getting 90,000 Chase Ultimate Awards points. Yes, that is a big amount of points, okay? Especially with Chase, because you can transfer these all the way to the other cards, right? The Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Get that 1.25x or 1.25 or 1.5 in the portal, right? And you can use the Chase transfer partners and transfer out with Hyatt especially and get some excellent value. So that 90,000 Ultimate Award point sign-up bonus is really, really good. And I like this card also because it has the 1.5x on everything. There's also the Ink Cash. So the Ink Cash is like 5x on, what is it? I think it's like office supply stores and a couple other things like that. But personally, I'm not spending too much there. I know some guys like to go gift card hunting there and get some gift cards, but you got to be careful when you're playing the game. I don't recommend doing that. I personally like organic spending. There's some methods out there that are a little sketch, but here on this channel, we don't talk about that. We like to just do the organic, everyday consumer lifestyle here. But yes, guys, this card is an excellent card. You get 90,000 Ultimate Awards points, as I said. And I thought I would include it because I didn't expect to get 90,000 Ultimate Awards points. But yes, guys, I forgot to say it's also the elevated sign-up bonus. So you might get 75K, which is still pretty good. But check for that high offer. All right, guys, the last card on my list. I'm sure you already know what it is, okay? It's actually in my hand right now. You want to see it? Well, let me tell you all about it. Oops, actually, that's not it. That's the Saks Fifth Ave gift card that I just bought with my Amex Platinum. Yes, guys, I got the Amex Platinum, okay? Well, there's a lot to this card. I did give a card in this video for everyone because, I think they're all pretty good. But let me tell you, this card is just the biggest, daddiest card of all of them, okay? I don't know what that means, but let me tell you. I got 150,000 membership rewards points sign-up bonus on this card, and that is a ton of value. And I didn't just get it for the sign-up bonus, okay? I got it for all the crazy benefits. I know there's lots of credits and everything. I can organically hit those credits on the spending, so it works out for me. I can get to that positive $0 effective annual fee. You might be like, what do you mean credits, okay? Well, let me tell you a little bit about American Express. Yes, I might be talking quickly, but God, American Express gets on my nerves sometimes. But let me just tell you, okay, guys, so there's tons of credits on the MX card. Take a look here. You got to be able to organically spend them. Some of them are hard. Some of them are easy. Some of the easy ones are the Uber credit. I could just naturally do that anyway, so it's not a big deal. Some of the harder ones is like Equinox, bro. I'm not going to Equinox, and it's like spread out over all the months or something. I don't know. The $300 Equinox credit, it's a pain for me to deal with. But there's lots of good credits here. There's like a clear credit as well, and like an airline fee credit. Those are all pretty solid credits, okay? And if you can cover that $695 annual fee, I'm talking way too quickly. But you know what? You're going to be all right. And my favorite part about this card is the Centurion Lounge access, guys. Yes, I've had a little bit of problems getting into lounges with Priority Pass. Sometimes it's full. Sometimes it's, they're turning me away, okay? They're not letting me in. I think I'm dressing pretty fresh, but I think they're just full sometimes, especially during peak travel. And sometimes, I've heard better things about the Centurion lounges, and you have to pay to bring a guest in, but this usually means that it's less full so you can actually get in. And these Centurion lounges are actually pretty nice. I actually haven't been yet. I really am actually going to go next week, which is really funny. I'm saying actually a lot, but I'm going next week, okay? Because I'm traveling for the holidays, and I don't know when you're going to see this video. You might see it tomorrow, which you don't know what tomorrow is. But yes, anyway, guys, okay, Amex Platinum, yes. Big bonus. 5x on flights booked directly with the airlines. and you do get 10x on hotels in the portal. I think that's good. You know, excellent card for the travel benefits too. There's tons of trip delay insurances. Amex has one of the best protections on all these cards. There's tons of stuff to talk about. And you know what? I don't even know where to go with this card because there's so much to talk about on it. And if you just want to hear all about the American Express Platinum, click on this video here where I actually walk you through how to get the 150,000 membership rewards point bonus. And if you want to watch this one here, you can watch me unbox the card because it was pretty fun. I got a little mad because Amex is crazy at packaging the card. But let me tell you, there's too much to talk about the Amex Platinum. But yes, it's a good card. You just got to trust me. That's it, guys. Have a good day. Take it easy. Bye.